first interaction with the media after taking charge of the Ministry for Housing and Urban Development, Hardeep Singh Puri has made it clear the government is going to protect the interests of home buyers in the Jaypee Infra projects where insolvency proceedings are currently underway. In an exclusive chat with Money Control's Vandana Ramani, Hardeep Singh Puri said his ministry is studying the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code and will make amendments wherever needed.
The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act does not treat home buyers as financial creditors, and this is bad news for thousands of home buyers stuck in Jaypee Infra projects, as they are now facing a possibility of losing their flats and hard-earned money. Taking notice of this group that goes unrecognized under the law, Urban Development Ministry is now examining all options within the IBC that will ensure that home buyers' interests are protected during insolvency, and has taken up the matter with the Finance Ministry.
I have instructed my officers, my colleagues, to look at what the provisions in the insolvency bills in other countries are. Okay. After all, these are not problems which are particular to India. Now, there are several options that suggest themselves, and we are compiling those possibilities, and we will. I have already discussed this matter with the Finance Minister. As we go along, we will take a view. Okay. The idea clearly is to provide relief.
Where IBC fails, can RERA help? Sadly, no. The Real Estate Regulation and Development Act, or RERA, has not been able to offer relief to buyers, as its provisions have been diluted by most states, and as many as 4 states have no RERA rules yet.
Even in states where the final rules are already in, now there are developers who have been extending their completion timelines by 5 to 7 years. And there are buyers who've been waiting to get delivery of their projects in the last 7 years. So, the gestation period.
All this has to change. All this has to change. Either, if there are problems in the way the contracting is done, that has to be looked at. If, on the other hand, people are violating the contracts, in spite of there being, penal penalty rates prescribed, etc., all this has to be looked at.
It is turning out to be a tough year for the real estate sector, and the new minister has his work cut out. Protect lakhs of home buyers waiting for their homes and help the real estate sector bounce back from a 5-year slump. With Vandana Ramani in New Delhi, in Mumbai, Arundhati Ramanan.